fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. As some of you know, last week I had a terrible car accident, and the car was completely totaled, and it was really devastating to me. I don't have transportation anymore, and because I fell asleep at the wheel, I have to get a letter from a neurologist saying that I'm cleared to drive a car again. So for right now, I can't drive a car. I don't know if it's going to take a month or two or a year. When this happened, I got really sad because I really liked my car. I hated having this on my insurance. I was like, when will I be able to drive again? I feel so housebound. And what I started doing was thinking of things that I was thankful for instead of things that I was regretful for or angry about. And I started thinking about how lucky I was that I came out with hardly a scratch on me. That no one was in the other vehicle. It was a parked vehicle. Okay, it was a Forsyth County Sheriff's Department SUV, but they weren't in the vehicle, so they didn't get hurt, and the vehicle didn't roll into anybody. I also had a really good conversation with my son-in-law, and he's in cars. He deals with cars for Volvo, and he assures me that he can put me in a very nice car. So I'm very grateful for that. Starting to think about being grateful, I started being grateful for my friends. And I started thinking about how saying thank you and being grateful can change your life, can change your relationships, especially according to Robert Emmons from the University of California. He's a psychologist, a professor of psychology. He says that when you give accolades of thanks, it releases a physical, a biological chemical reaction in your body, and you actually have endorphins released, so you feel better physically. Another thing is that when you give thanks to a friend or a partner, you're also making a cycle of appreciation, because most of the time when somebody gets a thank you note, they feel encouraged to do something nice for either you or somebody else. So you're not only helping yourself, but you're helping other people because they want to expand upon the thank you and the gratitude. They feel like in early civilizations, that's how cities grew, were by thanking each other and then going back and doing a good deed and then going in return. It was like a cycle of love that just kept turning around, and people were helping each other, and it helped to build civilizations. Now, he said that the end of all gratitude is not the thank you note. The thank you note is a wonderful thing, especially if you're detailed and if you touch a heartstring with the other person. That's wonderful. He said it's really good to do one of two things. Either keep a journal, not a general journal, but a gratitude journal. One that says, I'm grateful for my friend Edwina. And keep that journal and write in there why I'm grateful for Edwina. And try to go back to that journal 2 or 3 times a week. We're all busy, we're all hurried. Well, I'm not anymore, I just sit at home. But I'll be writing plenty of journals. I'm going to go by Joann's and pick up a couple of them. But write 2 or 3 times in the journal each week things and people you're thankful for. My friend Patty came over to see me Thursday, and I'm grateful for her. And she took me out to eat lunch, and we talked about her journal. She has a gratitude journal. She would. She's just that type of person. And she also has a gratitude scrapbook, which she had never shared with anybody but her immediate family. But she shared it with me, and it was so interesting. She had a picture of her washer and dryer in there. And I said, your washer and dryer's right next to your beloved dog? She goes, oh, yes. When we didn't have any money, I had to go to the laundromat and wash our clothes. It was so awful and inconvenient. She said, but when I got my own washer and dryer, I could do it at my leisure, and I have such a wonderful time folding and sorting. I said, wow, that's impressive. So a journal, a scrapbook, and even meditating every day for just 5 minutes. The first 2 minutes, just let your mind wander. Just relax. The next 3 minutes, think about what makes you extremely happy, what you're grateful for. Not what has happened that was dark, but what happened that was good. By doing this, they say you can actually bounce back from a traumatic experience a lot easier. And I found that by writing down everything that I feared and everything that I hoped for, I feel so much better. I feel like 110 times better than I did last week. So I really recommend that you put gratitude into your life. Start that journal, that scrapbook, and when you only have a minute, like you're going through the checkout line and she does an excellent job, tell her, you did such an excellent job checking out my groceries. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. It's amazing what thank you notes will do, or even just words of praise. So, gratitude, it can help your relationships.